Mr. Yovanovich, on April 24th of this year, at approximately 10 p.m., you received a telephone call while you were at the embassy in Kyiv from the Director General of the State Department. This was just 3 days after President Zelensky's election and the call between President Trump and President Zelensky that we just heard from Ranking Member Nunes. At the time that this urgent call came in, what were you in the middle of doing?
I was hosting an event in honor of Kati Gandzюk, who is an anti-corruption activist, was an anti-corruption activist in Ukraine. We had given her the Woman of Courage Award from Ukraine, and in fact, the worldwide Woman of Courage event. At the Worldwide Women of Courage event in Washington, D.C., Secretary Pompeo singled her out for her amazing work in Ukraine to fight corrupt interests in the south of Ukraine. She very tragically died because she was attacked by acid, and several months later died a very, very painful death. We thought it was important that justice be done for Kati Gandzюk and for others who fight corruption in Ukraine, because it's not a kind of a tabletop exercise there. Lives are in the balance, and so we wanted to bring attention to this. We held an event and gave her father, who of course is still mourning her, that award, the Woman of Courage.
And her Women of Courage Award stemmed from her anti-corruption efforts in Ukraine?
Yes, that is true.
Was it ever determined who threw the acid and killed her?
There have been investigations, but while some of the lower-ranking individuals that were involved in this have been arrested, those who ordered this have not yet been apprehended.
Honoring this anti-corruption activist, is that right?
Yes.
And not just any woman, but a woman who was, you said, horribly attacked and killed for her efforts. And she wasn't just killed, you said I believe that someone threw acid on her.
That's correct.
And I went and I checked during the break, and it turns out she was horribly injured, and it took 4 months for her to die. Is that right?
A very painful death.
Why would somebody attack her with acid? There are easier ways to kill people. Why do you think they did it with acid?
Well, I think they wanted her out of the way, but I think the message was this could happen to you too if you continue her work.
That's what happens when you go up against corrupt people in Ukraine.
It is something that can happen. I mean, there are other ways of sidelining people.